Welcome back, everybody, to Ultimate CNFT. Mike, aka Mr. Ultimate, here with you today, and we are talking about Keyboard Warriors Internet Cafe. This is a project update video, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Look, I'd like to give a shout out first and foremost to the founders, especially you, Daniel, for donating 2 more of your awesome, amazing post-minted NFTs to my paid subscription at tier 3 membership members. If you guys want to know more about that, we'll talk about it at the end of this video. But right now, we're jumping into what is the developing and ongoing process of this live paper. It was released about 2 weeks ago, and I cannot wait to share this information with you. This is the information you really need if you want to know more and everything about this project. Some of you are new to the space and you have no idea yet quite which projects to look at because it can be very overwhelming when you're new to this space. But I'm telling you from my personal experience, and if you'd like to check out the founder interview as well and get to know the founders a lot better, please go ahead and check that out on my channel. We did this about a month before they minted, and they minted in November, so this is still pretty fresh, you guys. All those links will be in the description box below. These are the kind of people you want to know, and these are the kind of projects you want to keep your eyes on. Now, nothing I ever do on this channel is financial advice, but I will always give you my opinion. And here's my opinion. In my opinion, KWIC is one of the top projects in the year of 2022 to come to the Cardano space. Now, I've been here for almost exactly a year. I came in very late December just last year, and so we're working on a full rotation. And what they've accomplished, even just since they've minted a month ago, is pretty amazing. With so much more ahead of them, you guys, I believe that 2023, this could be the year of KWIC. I think they're going to be one of the top performing projects in the space, and you will always, well, we'll be keeping you up to date on everything that's going on. So, hey, get ready to join with me, you guys. We're going to jump into this right now. Thank you for being here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and you know what? Leave some comments below, you guys, because I want to know what you think about this project. I want to know the developments that you see them working on and continuously growing. I want to know what you think about their community, what you think about the art, which obviously is absolutely incredible. And you know what? I'll be right there to catch up with you after this video is loaded to see how you guys are doing and interact with those of my supporters. Without you, I don't have a show, and without a show, we don't get to talk about projects like this. So let's get at it right now. All right, we're gonna jump into this light paper and hit this thing pretty hard. But before we do, I wanna share some information with you, especially those of you who are newer to the space and you watch my channel. I appreciate every single one of you subscribers. You like to know information and you like to know what we're looking at before you pull trig. Okay, so check this out. So basically, since they've minted roughly about a month ago, they have always, and I mean always, been in the top 24, the top 7-day, and as a matter of fact, if you go to the last 30 days, they're number 2, right behind some project called the Ape Society. Never heard of it. But anyways, look, you can see for yourself that the numbers don't lie. So if you can manage to stay in the top, 12 within the 24-hour volume constantly, you're showing that there's a lot of action on your project. And here we are sitting at number 9. Let's take a look at some of these numbers, you guys. Almost 1.6 million in volume. That again is only over less than an entire month, about 4 weeks. The floor at 224. Keep in mind, this project minted for 55 ADA, so in my opinion, they've already provided a lot of value. Most of the people who minted, like myself, I did mint my full allotment. We are holders of this project, and every chance I get, I buy more to add to my stash because I do believe in this project, and I love to see what's going on. I expect, like I said in the intro of this video, 2023 is going to be a big year for KWIC, and we're going to continue to talk more about that as we expose that light paper. But look at the numbers. So there's 8,888 total items, 1,833 owners. That is a good disbursement right there. If we look at some of the activity, let's go ahead and jump into the activity and just look at the first page. It's constant, you guys. It never stops. Look, this is a nice looking chart right here. You got some ups, you got some downs, you got people who are making some profit off this. It's always good to make some profit as well. You can never complain about being in the profit, but this action just never ceases. And that's why it's always on that top leaderboard. And those are good things because when new people come to the space and they check those things out and they constantly see these projects that are always in the top, 12, they're like, well, these must be good projects to be involved in. And in my opinion, they are. Not financial advice, but that's exactly what I do. In fact, so many times I've seen, the only reason I've seen a project or even heard of a project, because there's always so much going on in this space, is when that volume does crack that. So from my perspective as a personal investor, not just a YouTuber, but I see a project hit that top 24 in volume, that top 7 in volume, and I go, hey, maybe I ought to take a look. And so it's good to have them always there. So check out this action here. These are a lot within the range of the floor price currently, and popping up into the 500-600s. But if we scroll down here, you can see the action on the right hand side, and so many people are buying. You got multiple buyers. You got people who are buying multiple NFTs, and so those are good disbursements. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom of this page. There's a nice little run right there of 555, another 450, another 450-ish, and just great action, you guys. In fact, it gets me so excited to see these kinds of things. I start to FOMO into my own research, and I always recommend everybody does their own research, and nobody can do it better than yourself. I'm just some guy on the internet, but I'll tell you what, sometimes I just get myself hyped up on these things because we're at the bottom of a page now, and we're not even into 24 hours or 2 days or 3 days in sales, and so that's big. As a matter of fact, why don't I just put my money where my mouth is right now? Let's go buy an NFT live right here on this video, because you know what, again, to those of you who are new to the space, I love to show you how easy it is to, people think about NFTs, they think how complicated things might be. It's really not that complicated. Do some research, find some good projects, have a lot of fun doing it, and this is one of those perfect projects because they do focus on fun quite a bit, and I love that about them. The artwork is incredible. Let's go take a look at the floor, and let's go take a look, and let's just buy ourselves a nice one to add to the stack. So here's your floor. We got some computer-headed looking dudes right now. I'm just gonna keep scanning until I find something I like that's kind of close to the floor-ish. I love these. Look, I was born in 1976. Yes, I am pushing 50 years old. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm dating myself here. I am a Nintendo generation kid, and so there's so much nostalgia involved in this project. There are over 700 traits in this project. I love it. So well dispersed. Basically every single one of these is so unique because there's so many different traits that they're all essentially one-of-ones, even though they do have some one-of-ones in their collection, bona fide, legitimate one-of-ones. I really like this. This is cool. I might have to come back to that if I don't find something better here. But there's just a lot going on. For those of you who like to collect the art within an NFT, this is a great one. And especially people that are in their 30s, their 40s, closer to my age, we're loving the nostalgia within this project. I like this too. That's really cool. I might have to just buy that right now. We'll go down and scroll and check out a few more for those of you who are just really want to check out the artwork. Again, you guys, don't forget all the links to everything you're going to need are in the description box below to make it easy for you to just jump around and find what you need. Yeah, there is some pretty cool looking stuff here, but I think I'm going to circle back up to that guy that, oh, you know what? Wait a minute. I don't have one of these yet. I've got a few of those Game Boy heads. I really like this one. All right, for sake of the video purposes, you know what? We're just gonna take this guy off the market. This guy is no longer available on the market. That's a cool looking NFT. Let's take a look at some of this stuff. So we've got the Judge Jed Red 0.7. Look, see a lot of rarities here, and this exactly points to what I was talking about, you guys. Look at the rarities. You're not gonna find too many repetitive type traits. This is good. Hey, I'm thinking at this point, I just got to steal. So let's go ahead and do that. We're not even going to make an offer and bother trying to save 10, 20, 30, 50 ADA, whatever it may be. This is just worth the purchase. So yeah, I've got a pretty robust password there. So don't even try. Don't even try to come take my stuff here. But that is how easy it is for those of you who are new to this space. You do that. You enter your password. You open up. I like to use Nami. I have several other wallets as well, but it's just easier for tutorial purposes to use Nami. There it is. Boom. My transaction's being processed. I just bought myself a brand new NFT, and that's how easy it is. All right, you guys, so about enough of that. Let's go check out and deep dive that light paper and get it and hit it hard right now. All right, everybody, the money shot. Let's get right into it. The KWIC live paper is an ongoing informational document that will be added to as the Keyboard Warriors Internet Cafe project evolves. This is an evolving project. This is where you want to keep up on a lot of the information, as well as the Discords, all the socials, the Twitter. Very, very active. Good place to be. Great community. But this thing is evolving. So let's continue on. So we know that there's 8,880 evidence. We know that there's a bunch of traits. We know that this collection is done by an amazing artist, Jesri. The artwork he gives you access to online internet cafes. This guy is very, very, very well accomplished. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes here. There's the policy ID, everything you need, official links. Let's just pause on some of this artwork because this is a very artwork centered project, even though there's so much more to it than that. There's all kinds of utilities, all kinds of engagement, all kinds of future growth. The art is absolutely incredible. 700 traits is a lot, you guys. That is a lot of traits. This artist must have worked his butt off to get things to where they are right now. It's detailed. It's got an amazing classic look. This is what I love to see from NFTs. It's just so classic. It's so nostalgic. I mean, just look at all the detail, look at all the color, look at everything that is involved with this art here. I mean, this project really does have everything you're looking for when it comes to investing in an NFT. If you're not just, the flipper-minded type, even the flippers are making money. But, again, there are people who really like to do this because they enjoy the aspects of the NFT projects they're getting involved in. And this one, again, checks all those boxes, including the art. Look at that. Once again, Nintendo generation. These are the kinds of things that catch my eye and just make me super happy. I have to often get myself sometimes to stop buying NFTs and just add into the stack. But if you believe in what you're investing in, you're making solid, well-informed decisions. And, hey, on UltimateCNFT, I'm always trying to educate people on, again, being wise enough to consider themselves making wise investments in the projects that they like to look into and the projects that I like to feature. KWIC, again, being one that I think is going to be a top performer in my personal opinion. I would love to circle back to this video here, maybe this time next year, and see where we're at, and just be like, there's a reason why you want to follow my YouTube channel and be involved. Let's check out the vision, you guys, because this is really cool stuff. We are subverting the keyboard warrior stereotype to build a community of pop culture fanatics. Here, everyone supports each other. I love it. We come together over cool stuff. Sorry, guys, I don't curse on my videos, but yeah, good enough. Good on you. The vision of the project is creating a safe place for all. Everyone has come from various backgrounds. This is the place where we are all accepted and celebrated. Our mission is to build a Web3 brand that's fun and that's fun only zone by creating safe places where people will want to be. With the people spending more time online than ever before, we invite you all to a community that supports, uplifts, and grows together. We are embarking on their most critical mission yet. Remove the internet trolls, reclaim our good name, and repurpose what a keyboard warrior is. So there's a good story behind this. I'm not going to read all this to you guys, but I'm reading the most of it because I know some of you are driving and you only listen to me when you're in your car because you have time to save. But you know what? For the rest of you, feel free to pause these videos at any time and read over any of the things I skip for the sake of time purposes on this video, but there's just so much information. Again, the story is great. The lore is amazing. It's just the whole vision behind this project it's actually pretty amazing. So the founders, you guys. Now, I talked in the intro a little bit more about this. I'm not going to read all this information here for you, but we did an awesome interview. It ran well over an hour. It's the longest interview I've ever had on my channel. So this was done just a few weeks before they minted. Please go ahead and check it out. Again, that link will be in the description. But if you want to get to know these guys a little bit more, Daniel and Jed Jetson, they were both on there with me, and we talked so much about the market and their experience coming and bringing a project from an idea into fruition. The art is amazing. I didn't get a chance to have Jezri on my channel, but there's so much information about him out there. Let's just read a little bit about it right now, because you can meet the founders that I've already talked about, but we didn't get to do that with Jezri. So he started as a graffiti artist before refining his skills studying graphic design. An incredible artist with a following of 27K plus on Instagram with a real life brand, and he has done recent collabs with brands like Converse, Adidas, TikTok, and Dell. Big name companies right there. Has his own art gallery, Honey Bones Gallery, and studio, which showcases his work and other artists to hire in the venture. So there's your three top dogs right there. And again, they have provided so much to this project already and such big plans for the future. We're going to check some more of them out right now. But these are your three guys. Please go take a look at that interview. It's worth your time, I promise you. We've also got a whole other list of team members here to check out. I mean, when you build a team like this, you've got a lot of aspirations. It takes a lot of people to do a lot of things. So we've got a couple of developers, we've got a couple of moderators, we've got some community moderators and some developers, a lead game developer, because obviously there's a bunch of gaming. We'll be talking about some of that stuff here in a minute. A lead metaverse developer. Yes, there's a lot of metaverse plans. We'll also check some of that stuff out. A 3D artist, a couple of graphic designers, voxel artists, content creators, web design developers. I'm not going to pronounce everyone's name and try because I'll probably slaughter some of those, but it's a really, really good team of some solid, hardworking people in the space, and that's what it takes really to get a project like this to continue to move forward and continue to make achievements and make strides. So the phase 1 roadmap, this is obviously just phase 1. Most of this has already been accomplished. I'm going to catch us up to where we're pretty much at right now. The KWIC story is completed, but it's also ongoing. A bunch of charity donations taking place with mental health. They are actually very involved in mental health, which I think is important, especially in this space, especially in a time right now. As of the making of this video, things are a little rough out there. You know, cryptocurrency is not doing too well. I actually think that the CNFT space is very healthy, especially considering, you know, these bear markets that we're in. But we are in a bear market in crypto. So a lot of people's mental health is tied to their investments, but we all need to be able to transcend those things. Healthy mind, spirit, and body is very important. I love to see the fact that they're not only involved in that aspect and they understand those things, but they're donating to these charities. So big ups to you guys. I really love to see those kinds of things. So the beta internet cafe, which is completed. The V1 beta version of the Internet Cafe built-in utility goes live. Enter the Internet Cafe, walk around and get a feel for what's to come. So at our exhibition in Warrior Party, they're having a party coming up here. This is going to be in Melbourne, Australia. This is going to be in Q1 of 2023. Some sneak peeks on the second drop. What? Can you smell what the rock is cooking? A second drop. I'm actually very excited that they're doing it. Not all projects, I think, should do those kinds of things, but I'm very excited to see what they can do with a second season basically coming up. We have no details on this whatsoever. I will be keeping you updated both on UltimateCNFT YouTube and on my Discord. If you guys have not joined my Discord, please go do so. We're always doing a bunch of giveaways, a lot of cool stuff. Again, shout out to the founders for donating for the making of this video. I love to see it, but this kind of stuff gets me excited. So you know that this is going to happen sometime next year. There's no exact information on that once again, but those second drops, when you're so successful with what you've already put to market, people are going to be clamoring to jockey for position for that second drop. Now, I'm going to speculate here. Again, this is only speculation because I don't have this information, but you're probably going to want to hold what you have right now for what is already released to participate in that. Correct me if I'm wrong out there, you guys, if anyone knows anything about these things, but we all like to speculate. It's a fun thing to do. I'm excited that this project is going to be doing a second drop. We'll just leave it at that. We'll cover that as the time comes. So the KWIC Mint fully open. The Internet Cafes. Okay, so we're working to consult with our Internet Cafes so they can be deployed across top metaverses for holders to benefit in various ways. There's going to be more on that to be continued. Again, constantly furthering and constantly developing and pushing this project forward. I love it. All right, so I've got their story here. Now you can read about their story as well on their website and as well as the Discord. So we'll skip over this because you've already talked about it. Look, it is a great story. I recommend those of you who have not heard the story to pause right here, pause, and read this for yourself, but we will continue to move on. So it's pretty cool though, because they obviously have a lot more of this coming out. So this is just episode 1 called Big Trouble. Here's the prelude. It's a Star Wars themed looking really cool thing. You can read about all that right there. But I like what we're doing, like with this comic book style type continuation of the lore and the story as it's ongoing and developing. Of course, all this artwork is done by Jesri as well. I love this. Feel free to pause again at any time and check some of the stuff out yourself. We got the SHIT Labs. It's fun. So the murals, you guys, these are actual real life pieces right here. They tie in a little bit more with Jesri, and let's read a little bit about it. So this is from Melbourne, Australia. There's a picture of one of those right there. You can see, again, this is not an NFT. This is a real world, actual painted mural with the graffiti style artist that he has perfected so far. Sydney, Australia. There's one in Sydney. That's pretty cool. I like that one actually a lot. I would love to be able to go there and just take a picture with that. Here's another one from Sydney, Australia, looking pretty cool. Let's continue on. There's a few more of these. The Converse store, Chad Stone, fashion capital, Melbourne, Australia. So another one right there. People are seeing these graffitis and are probably going, this is really cool. Then they find out that it's actually a real life NFT, and hopefully the circle of influence begins to continue to grow. Everyone's got one, and if everyone does their part and brings more people to the space, we grow. And with growth comes more people involved and better investments to come in the future. So let's check out some of this one-of-one art collection because there's some pretty cool stuff here. So the KWIC Art One-of-One collection is made up of ongoing airdrops that will be given to the KWIC community monthly. People who are fans of this, like myself, we're all hoping that we get one of these. There's the art policy right there. So the first airdrop, number 1 in December, the OG concept. There's 4 of the OG concept of the KWIC NFTs. These are the first designs of KWIC drawn by Jesuit. These are going to hold tremendous value. If this, let's just say, 10 years from now, we're all still here. We're all still having fun with what we're doing. We're all still taking part in the projects that have been here and building, the ones that are laying the foundation right now, even in these rough times. Imagine the value of something like this as, time goes on and you look back at these classic pieces of actual, art and these NFT drops. These could hold tremendous value. And of course I want one. So I hope I get one, and I'm following the rules. So here are some of the rules. Check them out. OG concept number 1. Airdrop to a random holder snapshot will be taken on a random day starting from now. That was 2 weeks ago, I assume, at the beginning of this paper, until the 31st of December. Your NFTs must not be listed on secondary markets. They need to be in your wallet to be eligible. Very important piece of information. I don't have my stuff listed anyway, so I'm already qualified for that. And I hope that I get one. And if I do, I'll share it with the community and bragging rights, of course, bragging rights. So OG concept number 2, airdrop to a random minter who minted their full allocation during the whitelist mint. What do you know? I also qualify for that. Awesome. I love the fact that they're using these kinds of things to reward the people who have been there from the beginning. Huge shout out to you guys. Checking all the boxes. OG concept NFT number 3, airdrop to the wallet owner of which has purchased the most KWIC NFTs off the secondary market from now until the mint of December 31st. I probably don't qualify for that. I've got quite a few, but I know there's some pretty big whales out there. So good luck to all of you guys who have been putting all that money into this project. Whoever wins this, I'm sure absolutely deserves to win that one. So the concept number 4, airdrop to the winner of the KWIC coin raffle. We'll be talking more about some of the coin stuff here in just a minute. More information on this coming soon. So there is more information you can keep up to with yourself, but we'll give you what we got right now. All 4 KWIC Art One-of-Ones will be airdropped to the winners in the first week of January 2023. We're all going to be looking in our wallets to see what's going on. So there's airdrop number 1. I believe that looks like it could be airdrop number 1. So number 2 in January, the All-Star. That is so sick. I would love to have that show up in my wallet. Friend or food. That's pretty cool too. I like that one as well. Mystic Mac. That one as well is really awesome. But I think I'd have to say this is definitely my favorite of the 4. I'd love to see that show up in my wallet. It'd be happy days. Let's go check out the KWIC verse because there's so much more to share before we end this video right now. All right, just a little bit of information here on the KWIC verse. So it's currently a web-based game, which is V1 beta, but you can use bitmap, a KWIC character, to run, walk, jump, and all that stuff. Explore the exterior environment around the internet cafe as a single-player experience. They're developing the V2, which is coming out here pretty soon. There's the controls for you. You can know more about that as that comes out. We'll take a look at that. There's a link to go check that out, but for the sake of time, we'll continue on. This is part of your DYOR. If you guys like to be interactive with those kinds of things, jump on that link and go check it out for yourself. The internet cafes. So this is really cool because this is a big part of the future growth of this project and involving themselves into the metaverse. Check it out. So the BCRC Boss Planet, which you guys know I'm a big fan of. I did mint that project. We're very excited to see how Boss Planet is going to continue to develop and bring a lot of the stuff to light and a lot of the partnerships that they've made in this space. This is a perfect example. Check it out. So KWIC has officially partnered with BCRC Boss Planet to build a voxel internet cafe on a D5 estate in their metaverse. They're not messing around. This is a D5 estate, the primo location. A voxel draft design has been created by what this would potentially look like. This is a potential, lookalike right here. So KWIC is currently awaiting further building guidelines from the Boss Planet team to develop, continue development of the internet cafe on the D5 estates. There's official links right there. That's looking pretty good. Super voxeled out. Yeah, this is going to be a big deal when this comes out. I'm so excited for what I think is going to happen with Boss Planet developing, I think, a lot in the probably latter part of 2023. So there is the parcel right there. They're also working with Pavia. So they've also built a 3D internet cafe unit to suit on a Pavia 3x3 estate. We're currently awaiting further guidelines from Pavia to continue building functionality of this internet cafe. So working hand in hand, you guys, with some of the bigger metaverses that I think are going to be the leaders in this space, in my personal opinion. There's another one we'll be doing a full video on here at a future date, but gosh, there's just always so much information to share. That's why I love what I do, and I appreciate all of you who follow my channel and catch up and make it this far into my videos. You're true supporters, and I thank you so much. Hit that like and subscribe, guys. We got more to share. So optional non-custodial staking. For those of us in this space, we pretty much know what non-custodial staking is. I think it's the best way to stake your assets. For those of you who are new to that and don't understand, you're going to want to pause and read up on this. Is a perfect opportunity to read up a little bit about non-custodial staking, but I'm going to buzz through this because most of us here pretty much know what that is. So here are your options, you guys. So Cardano lands, they've allocated 250,000 exo votes, main staking rewards from the high leagues indefinitely. That's great. The voting, it's all right there. You can read about the voting. Non-custodial staking, so every 14 days we're making the snapshot of the leaderboard, and in case your collection, and in case your collection is at the top, you will be able to stake your collection for the next 14 days. So keep checking and look at that. There's a whole bunch of staking options that they're involved in. We're going to skip all that right there. They're going to be partnered with Cardano lands as well. Non-custodial staking, by the way, is just you don't have to, your assets don't have to leave your wallet, and you don't have to not have access to them. So you can pull them at any time, which is great. I love to see that. Cardano lands is obviously partnering with so many great projects. It's good to see them making those kinds of collections. They're also going to be working with MDCC. I've covered them many times on the channel as well. That's a great project, has accomplished a lot of things. So what the KWIC community will be able to do, the non-custodial staking on our platform to earn MD tokens, see all the assets they own of our partners and MDCC. So there's a lot of benefits, you guys, a lot of earning of the tokens. Again, check this information out for yourself, how to stake. It's all right there. There's a bunch of things you can learn from staking your assets, and why not do that if you have the option, especially not having to lock up those assets. You're just basically earning tokens and earning, more ways to basically just kind of make things work for you financially. I mean, we all love what we do. We have a lot of fun here, but there's a lot of advantages internally, financially, to be doing with these kinds of things. And it does, at least at the very least, even if you don't engage in those kinds of things, not everybody has that time, although I do recommend you do, again, to maximize. It just shows the strength of a project and reaching out there to the greater CNFT community, making those connections and offering those things to you. It shows in-depth coverage and in-depth development of a project. For those of you who are new, these are the kinds of things that I like to see and present to you, so you have all that information. They are also working with Cardano Crocs Club, so you can get some C4 as well. So staking for the Swamplands is anticipated to go live at the end of the year 2022 and into January 2023. Each living land gives 300 C4 per month when paired with a non-croc NFT. A living land costs 2,000 C4 and approximately 8 ADA to purchase. No croc is needed to buy a living land. There's a whole graphic on there of that whole ecosystem that they themselves are created. Maybe we'll talk about that on a future update video as well for Cardano Crocs, because they're doing some big things, but there's a lot of information on the Cardano Crocs land that is coming up, the Swamplands, and how you can earn C4, what you can do with all that at a later date. But this is kind of cool, a little sneak peek into some future stuff without any information to go along with it. Dirtbirds stuff, ... What's going on with Dirtbirds? An OG project in the space, more collaboration. Love to see that, you guys. Moving on here. But we got to talk about the fun portion of being involved in this community. They've given us an opportunity to really have fun with what we're doing. That's what we're supposed to do here in this space. We're supposed to forget about the madness that goes on outside in the world. And when we focus on our NFTs and our communities and the friends that we make, we have a lot of fun doing it. So before we end this video, let's jump into that, you guys. I want to share it with you, and then we're going to close it out. But again, I want you guys to leave some comments and tell me what you like most about this project. I would like for the rest of you to, if you have not joined my Discord, you want to be a part of all those giveaways that we do, all of the fun things and all the donations that these awesome people are donating to our channel. They go straight to my tier 3 supporters. All those links will be in the description box below. But you know what, before we do that, let's have a little bit of fun. The Discord currency, KWIC coin, what is this? The Discord currency is a fun-only coin that you can collect in the KWIC Discord. This does not have a dollar value. They've got some things planned for the future of it and some examples of what it's already carried. But here's how to accumulate these coins in the Discord. You can do all that stuff right there. There's the commands that you can be checking to see what you've earned daily and all that stuff. So here's, again, some of the utility they've already done. The KWIC coin was used to purchase the whitelist roll for our mint, and this has now finished. You can also use the KWIC coin to purchase raffle tickets to the monthly KWIC Art 1-of-1 airdrops. More information on how to purchase these tickets to come. There's also a marketplace being developed that you can use that. So even though it doesn't have a dollar value, it certainly has a community value. And if you can use it to shop, and if you can use it to like bid on some of these 1-of-1s and buy those raffle tickets, it's pretty important to go out there and earn. These are really simple to do. I urge everyone to join and be a member of this Discord. It's a great community. People are making a lot of contacts, a lot of friends, and it's just a lot of fun. I've got to say, they've really been great with the mental health aspect of what we do and providing people a place to have fun, and I absolutely love it. So there will be more fun utility added to that coin. Yes, for sure. There's the KWIC and Deluxe. There will be a limited supply of inspired NFT t-shirts created by our friends at Deluxe, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Actually, you guys, you will be able to purchase these using KWIC coin in our Discord. More details to be announced within the Discord. Once again, you guys go out there. One more thing to share. You actually own the commercial rights to your NFT as long as you actually own that NFT. And that's a good thing to do because you never know what might come out of that. And so, there's all of your links right there, which again, I will post into the description box below. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for making it this far into the video. Again, you're my true supporters. Leave some comments below. Like, subscribe, you guys. Mr. Ultimate's got to go. I'm going to get this out here to the public for everyone to see and share it and enjoy it with you guys. Until the next video, thank you so much. God bless and peace.